Hello and welcome to this Fresh Designer Critique session. Today we're going to review some tonal composition studies that was sent to me by our viewers and readers and subscribers of the website and of the Facebook. And here you're looking at some examples of the tonal composition studies that were sent to me by our various readers and subscribers. And first off, I just want to thank all the viewers and thank all the readers and all of our friends on Facebook for supporting the site. And I want to thank you for sending me your work. And I hope that you've been able to get some value out of this exercise. I believe it's a very powerful exercise. So to say thank you, I just wanted to give you guys a little feedback to help you along with your work and with your studies. And in these next few videos, we're going to look at several different examples that were sent to me by our subscribers. Okay, so this first this first study is of Mead Schaefer. It's an illustration, and I have seen this illustration in person. This is a gigantic painting, actually. It's about at least 3 feet tall, and the paint is about 1 inch thick. It's crazy when you see it in person. But yeah, so Mead Schaefer is an excellent choice. So great job on selection. I think the big part of the process is choosing good compositions to look at. And Golden Age illustrators, you cannot go wrong. These were giant men in the field of illustration, and they most of them demonstrated excellence in compositional skills. So great choice here in the Mead Schaefer. So first thing, I think the overall thing that I saw, there's one thing that I saw in all of the recent viewer submissions, reader submissions that I've been getting, reader artwork, is a little complexity. There's a lot of attention to small details and things that don't really affect the composition that much, which is fine, because I think, this exercise can be fun, and it gets fun, and you start to really enjoy looking at the piece, and you start to enjoy the process, and your drawing starts to look good. So it's a lot of fun, and you keep wanting to add detail. So it's natural, and that's great. It's exactly what you want. But I think for when we're really focused on the composition, we want to keep it really simple and really abstract. And that's the key here. That's the real key. And to everyone who has sent me work and everyone who's trying this exercise now, is be more abstract. And I'll give you an example. Okay, so when I look at this Mead Schaefer and I squint down, really squint down, and my eyes are barely open right now. You know what, to be honest with you, I see this. When I really squint down, and this might be a surprise to this is literally what I see. And I'm not kidding either. I see that big strip of white, and I see a gigantic mass of dark. And I believe that's what Mead Schaefer had intended. And you might be saying to yourself, wait, whoa. The red is clearly brighter than the dark cape. And you're like, yeah, I agree. It is technically. But I'm talking about, again, simplification in the abstract sense, in the powerful two-value abstract read. This is what Mead Schaefer had wanted. This is the kind of impact he wanted his picture to have. And there's a necklace here too. You can cut that out. So that's really what I see, and it can literally be that simple, because you're not doing this exercise to copy the picture one for one, right? You do not want to copy the picture. What you want to do is understand why this person made compositional choices. You're really seeking counsel from an expert. So obviously he can't talk back to you. Right? Painting can't talk back to you. The artist is long dead, can't talk back to you. But through studying his work, you can glean, kind of what he was thinking, or at least in your mind, come up with an interpretation. That's even better. Don't even go for my interpretation, right? Come up to your own conclusions, and the more you do this, the more you'll be able to have a dialogue with the artist. So again, keep it simple, keep it abstract, and it's really as simple as this image on the right. I mean, seriously, let's all squint down at this image, squint, right? The red is very dark. Red is very dark. I can do a Photoshop test just to prove it. Okay, well, this red is dark. How about that? It's a 38. Okay, so this is a little bright. So you're right. We do have to separate them. But yeah, when I squint down, I see a big mess of dark with 2 strips of light. Real simple abstract read. So that's really the point I'm trying to drive home. And, if we want to get really technical, we can do something like this. I see a big massy thing here. I see a thing here. I see, that little spot of red right here? It's not even worth drawing. It's all dark to me. His hand, that hat, nope. All big, massive dark. Now we agreed that cape, his collar, the necklace, that strip of white in the back. Yeah, and I'll show you how we handle the background in a second. Let me try to match the drawing. All right, so first, too, I want you guys to get in the habit of, making a thick, dark outline, and try to do it straight. I know it's kind of tedious and annoying. It's like, you're like, man, I don't always carry a ruler or whatever. But do it when you get home or something, because it really helps to lock your eye in the composition. Try to make it as dark as possible. Okay, now let's do the figure. So right away, let me get a different brush here. Right away, I know this figure to me is one big mass of dark. Right. The hand, his coat in shadow, nope, not bright enough for me. And I believe that's not what Mead intended. I believe he intended that the coat, even the light side of the coat, to be masked with the dark as a big, bold graphic read. This really is about a big, dark gray shape, a nearly black gray shape against a red shape, a red background. That's really what this is about. It's about dark against red. So let's distill it down into its pure essence. Right. So that's that big mass right there. That big mass in the corner, clearly meant to be masked with dark. And back here, then there's a gradient from left to right. So we don't want to forget the gradients. Clearly a gradient here. Clearly a gradient here. Maybe slightly one at not the bottom, but at an angle. There you go. Yeah, you also want to pay attention to the gradients, the movement of the value. That's important too. And then finally, our friend, the mass of light. And, goes some of his hair, some of it's on the coat. It doesn't really matter. We just want this. Right? And that's it. That's really it. Big, crazy dark shape against a dark background, or medium dark background. with some light accents. 1, 2, 3 values. Okay, and I like what this artist did. Our viewer subscriber here, he kept it pretty much 2 values with the correct accent. So yeah, this is actually very correct what you did. I'm just trying to distill it even more. So once you get to this level, when you can really see just the pure abstract read of dark shapes, mid-tone shapes, light shapes, you're on your way there. You're on your way there, because this is what the mind sees. So that's what we want to convey as artists. So thank you very much for sending me your drawing. It's an excellent drawing, and I hope you continue with this exercise. Okay, so this example is a work of concept art. This is a piece of digital illustration. I'm not quite sure of the source artist. And over on the right is a study here, sent to me by a student of mine, and she's also a subscriber to the site. And what I love about this artist's work is she gets the abstraction. She works very abstractly, which is exactly what we want. Look at this. There's no there's some detail, but she was like, you know what, forget the detail. I'm just going to put big blobs of shadow, big blobs of value shapes, and that's exactly what we want. And a real nice, tight and clean frame. Wonderful job. And I have seen a few of this artist's work, and they've all been very abstract, very wonderful, and that's exactly what we want. So I want to do this just to clean up her choices of value. I feel like even though her shapes are abstract, her thinking is correct. I think we can distill it even more, and I'll show you how we can really just really simplify this image. Yeah, because when I look at this image, I really see 3 values. I see big mass, two big masses on the left, or big mass of dark on the left, big mass of dark on the right, big mass of dark in the middle, the ground, and this mid-tone shape in the middle, this skinny opening. So this is a fantastic composition. It's a very powerful compositional device when the artist squeezes a light shape like that between 2 dark masses. It's wonderful. Wonderful device. And now this artist, this reader, because she did this study, now it's in her visual library. Now when she's ready to compose her own pictures, she'll have that in her toolbox. So that's the wonderful thing about this study, and that's why I encourage it so much, because man, you will just be shocked at how good your work will look once you stare at enough really good composition. Believe me, it will rub off. And there's 2 ways to get it. Either you have a apprenticeship and you can spend all day with a great artist, or you can study artists from around the world and from different time periods. So it's your choice. Okay, anyway, so let's break this down. I mean, in reality, boy, this is just, to me, and right now I'm really squinting down. I'm really squinting, and this is what I see. I just see a big blab. I see a big blab of dark here, a little patch of light. I'll come back to that. I'll hit that in a second. Right. This is what I see, and that's really it. That's pretty much it. We can add the light highlights, and then you'll be able to see. Let's do that now, just so you don't think I'm crazy. You're probably like, but Chris, there's lights. They're clearly brighter. Come on, stop with this abstract nonsense talk. Yes, you're right. There are lights, so we'll get those. So boom, boom, speckle, 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 speckle. Speckle, highlight on the ground, slight gradient up here of light. This big bright yellow sign is very bright. Don't let that fool you. Here, and this little bit of catch light here. Right. And there's a slight gradient here. Look at that. And that's it. Really, that's it. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. And then you can say, oh, but the floor is brighter than the buildings. You're like, yeah, it is. So what? When you squint down, they do tend to group, and you can extend the gradient. You can extend the gradient if you're really insisting that the floor is bright, and you're like, oh my god, which it is. I agree. I'm just being trying to be a smart ass here. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. One value, big mass of dark. Value number 2, this mass of light midtone that's happening in the background. Value number 3, the light accents of these street lights. And that is it. And that's all she wrote. Okay, I want to thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to continue with more critiques of tonal composition studies from our readers and our subscribers. So stay tuned. And if you want to try this exercise for yourself, or if you have tonal composition studies you'd like to submit for review, all you have to do is go to the website. That's www.freshdesigner.com. And over on the right sidebar, you'll be able to subscribe to the newsletter, and you'll be able to see the full article on how to do tonal composition studies for yourself. So that's it for this video. Until next time, get out there, keep drawing, and build up your mileage. Bye for now.